Right guys, so I got rid of the old one, that's the broken one, I've chucked it over there. I've given the car a quick rinse, get rid of all the surface dust. Guys, all done. That's the joy of having a breaker. You can literally take everything you need. Listen, I need sunglasses, man. It is glistening. I hope you guys can see that on the camera. Right guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode from Salvage Nation. As you can see in that little clip that I just showed you, my replacement camera has arrived from GoPro, which means I can get better quality visuals, and most importantly, I can go back to using my very expensive Rode Wireless Go microphone system. And I know that the last few videos, my audio was a little bit janky, and I just want to say, you know, I appreciate the views have still been there, you guys have still been engaging with the content, so that tells me that we're doing something right here at Salvage Nations. But back to today, we've got a busy day planned ahead. This video is all about showing some TLC to my recently rebuilt BMW E92. If you're watching this for the first time, guys, and you're not subscribed, make sure you press that subscribe button and head over to my playlist and you can see the full rebuild process on my E92. I've been driving it as my daily driver for about 2 weeks now, and I've come across some little niggly issues. I'm gonna show them all to you once I get to the unit, but for now, I'm just leaving my house. So we're gonna head down to the unit and we're gonna get started on that. Also, I hope you enjoyed the new build on the channel. I'm gonna call it the Rat Pack Mercedes. The rats have completely destroyed. You know, as I've been going through it, I've been finding more and more damage. I did a massive clean out, and you're gonna see all of that in the next episode on the Mercedes coming Sunday. But for this video, guys, this is the return of a midweek video for the channel. I had stopped for a while, but from now on, we're gonna be getting 2 videos, one on the weekend and one during the week. I did a poll and you guys spoke, so I'm listening to what you guys have requested. So back to the Rat Pack Mercedes. I found out some pretty shocking stuff from Copart and what they'd done with this car whilst they had it, what they'd done in the auction, and unfortunately, you know, I have wound up with a car that I didn't know was completely shredded to bits. But we move on. That is my motto. That is my, you know, my mission statement is just keep it moving. And I always say it to you guys, so I have to do it. Keep it moving. I'm sure I'll be able to get it sorted. It's going to be a lot of hard work. It's going to be a lot of nasty work cleaning it all out. And it's going to be very tedious going through, but I'm going to get it done. Right, enough blabbing. Let's get down to the unit and then we're going to get started on the E92. Let's go. And just like that, guys, we're at the unit. Now, I'm gonna get out and show you a plan for today. But before I do, I wanna show you something that I did after the video on the tents. So whilst the tents were drying that day, I did something off camera and I think it just looks the business. Check it out. So the breaker had this piano black like panel trim. The massive trim up here. It's got the trim on the door cards. Have a look. You've got the center console trim as well. It's all been replaced in this nice piano black. And I just think up against the red seats, the black just pops and the red just pops. The trim that the car actually came with was the brushed aluminium type. That was nice, but in my opinion, I just feel that the black pops off a little bit more. It just makes it look a bit more elegant than the aluminium, the brushed aluminium look. But I want you guys to let me know down below what you think of all of this. I'll show it to you. And I'm the type of person, guys, if you've got it, you might as well use it. Why should I sell it for someone else to enjoy when I can enjoy it myself? Let me know what you think of that. Let's get out and I'll show you the plan for today. So guys, the plan for today is all about giving this car some TLC, and I'll show you what we mean by that. Let's go. So I've been driving this car for about 2 weeks, guys, as my daily driver, and one of the things that I noticed is I've been getting a faint smell of exhaust gases in the cabin, especially when I've been driving for long periods of time. Now, there's no smoke, there's nothing wrong with the engine, so that tells me that my pollen filter, which is hidden in the little box under there, it's just there. I don't know if you can see it. When I first got the car, I had to take the engine out. I did a service, but one thing I didn't change was the pollen filter. So I'll be changing the pollen filter today. The next thing that I need to change is, if I go around to the driving side, I noticed that when I turn my steering wheel all the way to the driver's side on the right, I'm getting like a clicking slash, kind of like a ticking, clicking sound sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time, but I'm getting a clicking sound and it's starting to annoy me. So I've jacked it up and I've just checked the integrity of the bushings on these control arms, and I can see that I had changed one of them. If you remember, I changed this entire suspension corner, and I got the suspension corner from a breaker's yard who told me that it had come off a low mileage car, but obviously not, because the bushings are shot on the front control arm. I've checked the rear one looks quite nice, but the front one is completely shattered. So I'll be swapping out that control arm, and hopefully that gets rid of my noise and it literally just tightens up my steering a little bit more. So that's a top tip, guys. It's a common problem on the BMW 1 Series and 3 Series, especially the E Series. The way that they're set up, they don't have a wishbone. They have two control arms, the front control arm and the rear control arm. So when you start hearing this clicking, ticking noises, it's because the bushings are shot. So I'll be swapping that out. And then finally, have a listen to this. If you listen to that, guys, there's a lot of overspray and gunk that's stuck to the surface of the paintwork, so I'll be taking care of the paintwork today. I want to do a full cut, buff and polish all around. And if you remember, I just swapped over the panels from the breaker car onto this car, and it's just nice. I just really want this black to pop, and I feel like I can make it pop a lot more than it already does if I give it a complete cut, buff and polish. Right, guys, so that's the plan for today. So let's get the car inside and get started. I've also got one of my subscribers coming down. He's gonna meet me in about, I've even got my watch. He's gonna meet me in about an hour's time. I've got to do a quick job on this car for him. He DM'd me on Instagram, so I told him to come down today. Once that's happened, I'm gonna pause from this, sort his car out, and then we can jump back on with the plan today. So if that's what you want to see, guys, stay tuned. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And if you like this kind of content, give me a thumbs up. Let's crack on. Right, guys, I'm just in the middle of removing the bits that I need to remove to sort out my other BMW, the black one. But I can see one of my subscribers have just turned up, and I've got to do a quick job for him. Need to check out some leaks. It's a BMW 325. I want you to check it out. Alright guys, I've just finished off my subscriber's car. That's good to go. Back to what I was doing. So, this is the beauty of having a breaker. If you remember, I bought this car to take the front end bits to repair my car, and I've just been stripping it down. Remember I told you that I needed a wishbone? Well, here's one. I'm going to try this one off my breaker. I've literally just removed it there. So Akila's gone to get my car. We're going to be bringing my car in. Another thing I need to do, my rear light had a crack on it. I've got a rear light there. I'm going to take that light out of there and put it into my car as well. I've got my pollen filter to do, and then after that I'm going to be doing a little bit of polishing and buffing with the buffing machine. I will be using this bad boy. I always use it, 3M Fast Cut. This will have your car looking right. Right guys, so we got the 325 in. I got my replacement rear light from my breaker, which is just there. pollen filter to change. Leave that there. Before I do all of that, I've got to jack the car up, take the wheel off, because I'll be swapping out this. And I'll tell you why. If any of you ever hear this noise, it's because of your wishbone. Right guys, so I believe this is my issue. When I turn the steering, I'm hearing a clicking noise. I've checked it up, I've jacked it up, and we did our test. We believe this is the issue. That's why I've got a like for like one from my breaker. So let's swap this out and continue. Right guys, so I got rid of the old one. That's the broken one. I've chucked it over there. I'm gonna replace this one into that space, and just like that, it's all done. Just like that. There you go. So I've completely swapped out my wishbone. Now I'm happy with that. I need to reassemble all of this, and I need to continue to change my pollen filter. So like this, there it is, all done. So now I can put back on my wheel and move on to installing my pollen filter. Of this one, and I'll be replacing it with a brand new like for like part. But there, this is completely gone. There you go guys, pollen filter has been removed, brand new one fitted. Just got to put back in the pollen filter housing. Another job that we can tick off for today. Guys, with all of that done, everything on the front of the car is done. I just need to swap it around, and I can change this rear light, and then after that I'll be doing a quick polish, and then we can go home. Guys, if you remember, about a month ago, whilst I was filming, someone hit me in the back, kind of engine issues, and the engine light is on. I always like to let it warm up first. Oh, come on, boss. What the f? Boss, this is not sorry. Come on. I was literally just recording something, and it's a camper van. Mustafa's still yet to repair this section, but I will be swapping out this because I've got a like for like. I took it off my breaker, which hasn't got a crack. So let's swap that out. So it's actually the next day here. I ran out of time yesterday, but we still got a lot done, but we still got a lot more to do. So I've come back down to H&A, got my old friend Mustafa here. He's not been on the channel for a while, but he's still around. He's in the back doing what he does. I'm just waiting, as you can see, he's doing a few jobs and stuff. I'm just waiting for him to give me the all clear. I'm going to bring the car inside and then we're going to get started on polishing the car. After that, I'm going to stick it on the ramp, refit all the plastic pieces underneath the car, and then that should be it. Guys, it's been a lot of work, but we keep it moving. Let's go. Alright guys, so I'm going to do a quick polish, but before I do, I need to give it a quick wash to get rid of all the dust and the surface dirt, because I don't want it to cause any more problems on the paint. Right guys, so I've given the car a quick rinse, get rid of all the surface dust. Like I said earlier on, I use 3M Fast Cut Plus. I just put on a fairly new polishing pad on my polishing machine, and I'm just gonna give it a light cut with this, and then after that, I'll be buffing it up. And hopefully, that should really bring out the paintwork on this beautiful car. Have a look at that. Guys, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed and you like this kind of content, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Let's continue. Guys, we're about halfway down on the driver's side, but I paused it to show you. Do you remember? This is the side that I showed you earlier. Listen, that's a lot of overspray, and I'm gonna do it before, and I'm gonna polish this side, cut this side and polish it, and I'm gonna show you after. Have a listen to that. Guys, just take a look at that. This is the same quarter. You just heard it, and you heard it earlier. Listen. It's as smooth as a baby's bottom. Trust me, it is so nice. Cut and polish. If you ever have the opportunity to do that on your car, trust me, it makes a big difference. Right, I'm gonna do that for the entire... I'm so tired. I'm gonna do that all around the car. Then we're gonna be taking it outside, giving it one more wash. Tell me what you guys think in the description down below. Let's go. Pick up the phone. that's it. If you like this kind of content, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If you don't subscribe, don't watch it. No, I'm joking. If you don't subscribe, still watch it. Let's continue. Guys, all done. That's the joy of having a breaker. You can literally take everything you need and everything you want. Now, I'm happy with this. Let's get the car down and get it out of here. Guys, that's it. I've polished the entire car. Listen, I need sunglasses, man. It is glistening. I hope you guys can see that on the camera. I'm gonna take it outside and we're gonna wash it, but I'll do that all off camera. What I'll do now is show you some cinematic shots of all the hard work we've done today. We've shown this car the ultimate amount of love today. TLC is not even cutting it. You know, we fell in love again with this car. What we did in this episode, we managed to change my pollen filter, we changed my suspension arm, we gave it a polish, we completely closed off the underneath, and guys, listen, that's it. There's nothing more I can do with this car except for modding it. I've got an appointment booked for a custom exhaust, so stay tuned for that. I've got an appointment booked for a custom remap, so stay tuned for that too. It's an N53 engine, so it hasn't got a turbo, but there are a few little mods that we can add to increase the power on that. So once again, guys, stay tuned for that. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If you want to support the channel, head on over to shopsalvagenation.com, purchase some merch. I'd appreciate it, and it will help me bring better builds for you so that you guys can enjoy better content. As I always say, guys, keep it moving. But before you do, check out these shots. So guys, don't forget, the next episode is going to be back to the Rat Pack Mercedes. So after you enjoy this, I'll catch you in the next one.